Well, first, give Liberty, Coach McKay and Liberty, incredible praise. I thought they whipped us in just about, other than board play, they whipped us in just about every category, and so I give Liberty a ton of praise. I thought they played really well, played hard, played tough, played smart. So I give them incredible praise. For us, I've been doing this a long time, 28 years. And you have setbacks, you have tough games. This might be one of the most disappointing games I've had. Trying to reflect back throughout 28 years, and the word disappointment of just our team and how we performed. I don't know when the last time I was this disappointed in a team, because it did not look like us at any level as far as how we've prepped, how we've practiced, how we watched film, the things that we've done. The execution was extremely poor at both ends, and just very disappointed at how we played. Questions?
What do you think went into, as you said, getting whipped and everything about rebounds? What do you think went into that?
Poor ball handling, poor passing, poor catching, poor shooting, poor foul shooting. One team got 32 points off turnovers, the other team got 7. So if you're going to turn the ball over 24 times and give up 32 points, and then turn the other team over 8 times for 7 points, it's the difference in the game. It's 32-7 off turnover.
Coach, you talked about how this performance was uncharacteristic based on how you performed in practice. What do you think was the reason for that it didn't translate?
I don't know that. That's a question I don't know. I don't know if the players have a better answer to that than we do as coaches. Just met with my coaches. There wasn't anything that Liberty did what Liberty did. There was nothing. They didn't come in with a new offense, new defense. We prepared for the trap of the post. If we threw it to the post, we more times than not turned it over, and we prepped for that. We couldn't drive the ball. I thought they were very physical and took the ball from us several times. So that's a hard one. I don't know why. I just know it's hard to win a basketball game when you turn it over 24 times and you can't make a foul shot. That's really hard to win a basketball game. And we've had 2 of those now in Belmont and Liberty at home.
Coming on the heels of the last game here, another loss to not a high major team, how much does that compound the disappointment of this showing today?
It has nothing to do with Belmont, it has nothing to do with our last road trip. It had to do with our focus and how we've been attentive, and we've had good practices, good film sessions. I thought things were really good going into this game. So my disappointment's just on how we played today. It has nothing to do with, a carryover of the last, 2 or 3 games. It's really more about today.
Was there anything extra that had to be said in the locker room after today, considering, Coach, you had said that this is the most disappointing result, or one of the most disappointing results? Was there an extra meeting? Was there extra
what?
Extra discussion, something other than usual for a post-game?
No.
Specifically with the turnovers, why do you think some of the play was particularly sloppy tonight, 24?
I don't know. It's a good question, but I don't know. These are high major players and 24 turnovers. David Singleton's the only player on the team that didn't have a turnover, and Kenny Newman. Those are the only guys that didn't have a turnover in the game. I don't know. We're gonna have to watch tape, and we've got some time to try to look at tape and figure things out before we start league play. But it's been 4 games now. So whether changes have to occur, I can almost promise you changes in the lineup, changes in minutes. Those things have to happen because now we've had 4 games. It's not like it's a 1-game deal or a 2-game deal, or it's the inability to sustain over 40 minutes is very frustrating. And today was as I mentioned, disappointed is the only thing I can come up with. Just extremely disappointed with my basketball team right now.
Cody and Chris, have you ever faced adversity like this before today's game? And if so, how did you handle it, and how do you plan to approach the next week or so here before Pac-12 play?
I mean, throughout my career playing basketball, it's been adversity where lost games, and you know, at the end of the day, you just have to go back to the lab and try to figure it out. And us as players, with us being young, also, it's just a lack of concentration at the end of the day, and that shows up in the stats. We had way more turnovers than we should ever have, and it's a lack of concentration. So we're gonna have to get tougher and learn to focus more in the games in order to overcome this.
Steve, considering that conference play starts in 5 days, how much of this can be corrected by the start of that?
Well, that's a good question. Because when you talk about pass, shoot, dribble, pass, shoot, dribble, catch, I don't know. I guess we'll have to watch the tape and see exactly where those issues are of how we dribble, how we pass, how we catch. I mean, it's 7th grade stuff, but maybe we got to go back to some drills I used to do as a player in middle school. I don't know. I mean, it's frustrating that just the turnovers that we have. If they're aggressive, charging fouls, those type of things, I don't mind dead ball aggressive turnovers. But the live ball turnovers that we have are they're inexcusable. They just are, and they shouldn't be happening. And so there's where my disappointment is, and I don't think that's going to change when I watch the tape. It's hard to run an offense when 24 times you have the ball and you don't get shot on goal. That's hard to beat anybody. And we got to try to figure that out from an offensive standpoint.
Chris, did you get a sense you guys might be a little bit flat today? And what do you think kind of went into this performance here today?
You said flat?
Yeah.
I don't really think we went flat. We didn't have the worst start, but it was decent. We were off to a good start. We had the lead and everything. I guess we just went downhill the more the game went on. Lost focus, lost control, lost concentration. And whenever we tried to get back into it, we really only hurt ourselves. So I don't think it was being flat. It was just bad.
What do you think went into those 24 turnovers?
I think we just gotta care more about the possessions. The more you care about the possessions, I think we'll be able to take care of the ball more. We were trying to move it around more and be more selfless, which is a good sign, but we gotta pass the ball to our teams, to ourselves, and I think we just gotta take care of it more.
All right. Thank you, guys.